Remix. Remix. We back at it. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let go, let guy, let go, let guy, let go, let guy, let go, let guy. Come on, God made rivers, God made lakes. God made me, so you gotta pay my rate. Dog got holy Bible pockets on me, thank God we straight. Even though I might pull up late, I ain't never too late. I'm saying my grace like God is great. Decorate this ice like birthday cake, just tap to the food, I'll make my plate. I don't mean to be rude, you fake your faith. Pull up in the church in the rave. You know what's going on like Marvin Gaye. I keep on K, just pardon me. You new to the game like Shawshank. I gotta let go like love, forgive me. You know we in the house. We gotta go up like chimney. It's not just on me, it's in me. Devil, you can pull up in the hood if you want to. South Park, who killed Kenny? Father, Son, Holy Ghost. You don't want smoke with any. With any. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let go, let God, let go, let God, let go, let God, let go, let God.
I need bass, attention on me, call me bae. Money bass, it took my soul, you buy me bae. Greed and sway, lowly humble, which one lasts? The demon stepping, blew them thing back like Christmas past. Let go, let Christ, let go, live life. Can't help myself, you took them stripes, you took my strength. How I can't forget them folks, but try to leave my way. I mean it, Memphis Rocky, hear your father, turn your cheek, don't fight. I'm rapping my tail off, I'm shipping the mail off. I'm getting my prayers off, taking my hands off. I wake in the morning and get out the box like Kellogg's. So much from day to day, feel like a featherweight, gave it to God to take care of. Hey, few, I let go, let God, let me go catch my red eye.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. Welcome in. Welcome in.
I am KB, that there 1K, tell them twin identical. Pride on minimal life behind these bars, my album criminal. I can't do subliminals, what you think is not this critical. Watch out, it'll go.
All right. Let's go. What? How y'all doing? All right, we good. How y'all doing? Welcome in. Gang, gang, gang. My boy. Let's go, let's go. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Let's do it. Let's do it. How y'all feeling? How y'all doing? Yay. What's poppin'? How you feeling? How you feel? Oh, what'd he say? Pull up in the church in the rave. What? All right. Let's do it. All right. What's poppin', everyone? How you guys feeling? Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. All right. We're good. We're good. We're good.
Had to make it to the top just to see how hard it dropped.
That beat's just too hard. All right. Let's do it. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hope you guys are doing well, man. Good to see y'all. W's in the chat. We got some motion here. Let me get myself organized. How you guys doing? Welcome in. Good to see y'all. Who we got here today? Stevie Mac, Nigel in the building, YOLO Trader, Z Gamer is here. Let's get it. Let's get it. Surf Fresh. Nice name, bro. Surf Fresh. Fresh name. Fresh name. What up, G Kim? Tamra in the building. What's poppin'? What's poppin'? Good to see y'all. Traders X in the house. Maxi Millie. Say my name. What's poppin'? What's poppin'? Nikki in the building. Daniel King is here. What up, Jeff? What up, Luffy? How you guys doing? What's up, Anthony? Good to see you. Anthony Bravo, man. Anthony Bravo. What up, Jason C? Clubhouse in the building. Daniel is here. What's poppin', Daniel? Hold on, one sec. Damn, Daniel. All right, what is good? Welcome in. What up, JR? What up, Adam? Traders next door in the building. What's popping? What's popping? What up, Elijah? Arrow Sassy in the house. Clubhouse is going crazy. We got motion. We got motion in the clubhouse. Got some motion. How you guys doing, man? I literally slept the whole entire night last night. Bro, this is like the first night all year long that I've slept through the night. Wow. Wow. I am well rested here today. Well rested. Good to see y'all. I got a water. I already downed the water. I got excess. We good to go, man. We good to go. Felt good. Felt good. Need to steal your playlist? I got you. I got you. I think we got a playlist for you. Got you, bro. PM Magnifico in the building. Yeah, bands counted up. What up? What up, Benji? What up, Yogi? All right, let's do this. Good to see y'all. Welcome back. Yeah, welcome back. I've seen what? Wait. Yeah, New York session. Yeah, New York session. It's time. Oh man. All right, let's get into it, gang. I'm just super grateful to be here. Let's go ahead and pray real quick, all right? And then we'll start. Cool? Let's do it. Well, Father God, I thank you for this opportunity, a golden opportunity at that, Lord, to just, just pour into people, Lord, to impact lives. I thank you for continuing to make me realize that it's people over anything, Lord. Thank you for washing the feet of your people and giving us a great example on how to serve others, how to love on others, Lord. I thank you for using this live stream to do that. I thank you for increasing the knowledge, increasing the awareness, the wisdom in all the minds here. We thank you for what you're doing in this community, and we just give you all the glory for your blessings upon us. We thank you in Jesus' name. Amen. 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 Super grateful. Super grateful. Yeah. If you guys missed yesterday's live stream, go back and check out yesterday's live stream. A lot of knowledge, a lot of nuggets in there that can really help you excel and get to the next level, not just in your trading, but in your life, man, in your life. So, yeah, so let's go ahead and get into it. Let me just shut my office door here, lower the music a little bit, and let's rock and roll here. One moment. All right. What time is it? 8:12. All right, cool. We got news coming in. We got news coming in here at 8:30, so let's talk about that news real quick. Today is the 26th day of June, creeping towards the end of the month, so another day, another opportunity for us to be patient and disciplined and really just lock in here on our future, right? Make decisions today that our future self will thank ourselves for, respect ourselves enough today to follow our trading plan, right? The plan that works. We got to remind ourselves these things day in and day out. Some of y'all think I just say this to remind you, but at the end of it all, I'm reminding myself, right? It is another day to stay moving forward, right? Do not take steps back, only steps forward, and act like an 8-figure trader, think like an 8-figure trader, and move about the business here like an 8-figure trader. So that's what I'm doing today. Whoever wants to roll with me is more than welcome. We got a lot of news going down for the US dollar. So we got a lot of red folders coming in. We've got some orange folders here and then a sea of yellow folders today. So today's a big news day. I feel like this music's a little too loud. Let me just lower this. That should be better. So yeah, so we're all over the headlines today, US dollar here. So keep that in mind. 2 red folders coming in at 8:30, unemployment claims plus the GDP for the quarter. And then you got all these orange folders throughout the 8 o'clock candle today. So let's keep that in mind. Excuse me, if you guys are in trades now, I'm not too sure what the market looks like, but we're going to open it up and dive in and see what's going on. Y'all ready? Fresh top-down analysis. If you guys can, give the stream a like here for me, sub to the channel, and let's run it up. We took a win, and then we took a loss in Asian last night, and that was the last I've seen of these markets. So looks like the daily candle's being a pain in the you-know-what here today. It just looks like that. Let's look at it. I don't even like this daily candle right now. Don't even like the look of it. So let's go ahead and take a look, see what's going on inside this daily candle, and break this thing down. Y'all ready? Did you guys give the stream a like for me? If you could do that, that'd be awesome. And if you're not subbed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. What up, Shakes? Januar in the building. What's goody? What's goody? All right, let's do this. We good? We all like the stream. Thank you guys very much. Let's run this breakdown here. So this is gold. We traded this candle the other day, right? Massive bleeder here on gold. That candle drove all the way down towards the bottom of the range here, right? So we ended up really filling the range when it comes to the move down. So you had, obviously, we talked about these areas, right, for a couple days, and that we should make our way down, right? Just like we made our way down the last 2 times, we should make our way down right into that zone. And what do you know? What do you know, right? Price comes right in the zone. We end up closing bullish yesterday, forming a beautiful support, and now we want to see a move up, right? We're pretty bullish for the most part. The only issue is this candle has been moving up, or attempting to move up, without much of a lower wick. So what's happening is price continues to fluctuate here, not really giving any sort of clear sign or clear direction on where it wants to go, right? So let's go ahead and look at this wick here, identify what it looks like on the 4-hour, but all in all, we can say that price came down, created support right at a major support level, and we should make our way up, right, according to that price action there. So let's see what the holdup is and take a look at the 4-hour. So the 4-hour has been moving up here as well. It looks like we finally got a closure above the range. So this candle is officially closing now, right? And that candle closed above. Now this 4-hour candle has came down. It's made a lower wick. It's respected the wick of the previous candle, and now it's starting to excuse me guys, make its way back up here, right? So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. The daily is still bullish, right? 4-hour has respected the lows. 1-hour here has also closed at support now. So if we have a 1-hour support sitting right here, right, this candle wicked out of that support as well, and we popped up. Every time we came in here, we tend to pop up. We came in here, we started to pop up. So maybe, just maybe, we can get a pop here on gold, and that daily candle can start to turn around along with the 4-hour candle, right? So we could say, hey, this is the 4-hour bottom wick that has been formed, and now if we do get any sort of supports down here, most likely you'll get a big move up because the 4 hours now lower wick is in place, daily's bullish, and this thing could be ready to fire off here. So let's look for potential 30-minute fake outs on this candle here. It's got 12 minutes on it. I think if you can get a fake out here, very, very clean move to come back up towards like 56, and then potentially even continue further, right? If that if this 4-hour candle here flips at 53, breaks the highs towards 56, and then we could potentially move up pretty heavy here. So let's see what we could do with this fake out. 15 closure is already done. The issue now is we're right in front of news, right? So if there wasn't all this news coming out here at 8:30, I would 100% have a buy stop. But I'm not going to do that today right now because I don't want to get tapped in here and then all of a sudden price goes crazy here, right? So I'm going to wait. I'm going to see what happens at 8:30. We'll see how this candle closes, and then let's say we get like a steep wick, right? So let's say news comes out in our favor. We get maybe a high here and then a wick that kind of respects the low. See how these lows are like kind of respecting each other? If we can get that candle to respect the low and the numbers can't come out well, then what we could do is have a buy stop right there for when price re-breaks the high to move up towards like 56 there. So that'll be my plan here for the morning. We'll see if that ends up playing out, but right now I'm not going to take any sells. We've never broken the 4-hour lows or the daily lows or anything like that. I'm going to stick to a bullish bias for the most part here, and then maybe look for sells probably below 42 here. Yeah, probably below 42. Yeah, a lot of rejection here. So pushes up, pushes up, pushes up. So we want to see a push up there. So that's what I'm looking for, and that's what I'm waiting for. And if that comes, just like yesterday, we drew the plan out early in the morning. We sat tight. We waited for the opportunity. Once it came, we fired away. We walked away with a bag. And, you know, today I don't plan on doing anything different. Cool? Cool, cool. We good? Louis G is in the building. How you feeling, Louis G? My bad, dude. My voice is so raspy today. But it's coming on. It's coming on. It's turning on. All right. We good? That's my plan here. So potential buys above 33.47 here on gold with a bullish 4-hour candle, a bullish daily candle, and price being at the higher time frame support. That is going to work well for me, and that's what I'll be looking to do. Unfortunately, these buys really look nice, but it looks like that 4-hour wanted to come down. Yeah, it looked pretty good. So you got 820 here. Comics open, so you might get a bit of a push here. We don't know. I'm gonna wait 10 minutes till news. Yeah, this looks pretty good right here. I mean, you had a breakout, right? Let's say you had this range here. I'm not sure if anyone either took this or attempted this. I would say more so the range being here, right? And then you get this little breakout, but looks like you broke the highs and just dropped, man. Damn. Clean range coming up here too. So yeah, let's look like a good move. Anyone take that? I would say now the next best move is the 30, right? So basically the same attempt here on the 30 to move price back up. And again, now we got all that clean range, right? So we got clean range all the way up until 50, what is it again? 50, 56, 57, and then even more clean range going up towards like 63. So let's see if this candle will hold up, maybe get a lower wick, and then, you know, take advantage of it. Yeah, this wick fill makes a lot of sense. I just don't like being in prior to the news. It very rarely works out for me. Yanosh, how we feeling? What up, Yanosh? Took it. Yeah, I took it. Yeah, I think that was a pretty good trade. You had all these wicks here too. And then what really sucks here about this is like, so if I would have been up at the desk, I probably would have took this buy, and then my stops would have been below the low, right? And I probably wouldn't have closed anything when I seen that candle close without a lower wick, because right, most of the times this next candle is probably going to pop back up at that point. So I would have just said, hey, maybe that's going to be the lower wick for the 4-hour, right? Just hang on, and then this thing just drives down. Crazy. I don't trust the 15-minute. Honestly, I wouldn't assume you trust the 15-minute. Your name is 30-minute candle. If you take trades off the 15, man, that's like being sponsored by like Adidas and rocking Nike. I took a trade. No, I didn't trade London. I took a trade. I took 2 trades in in Asian session last night. Yeah, 2 trades in Asian. Man, this 15 made a move here. Nice, very nice. Very nice, very nice. Let's go take a look at those trades from Asian. So this was a buy position. Basically the trade was taken after this move here. We kind of pushed up, created that little celery, took the buys, closed partials at that yellow line, and that was the win that we took. And then the loss was right here. So this was a breakout to the downside. Waited for the break of the previous lows, and yeah, this thing just popped back up. Last 15 of the 4-hour candle, so we were running the risk of, you know, sitting in that last 15 minute. How do you sleep when your reality overcomes your dreams? Damn, that's deep. That's deep. Honestly, I think the last couple days I just had so much adrenaline that was pushing me, because it was a couple crazy days. It was locking everything in. It was getting the deal finished and getting it done exactly how we wanted it to be done. Then it was, taking delivery of it, and then when I took delivery of the car, it was basically nighttime. You know, the sun was setting, so I got to take a couple little rides around the block, but you know, I was still ready to drive that car. So then basically stayed up all that night, the night before, and then came, you know, through all the London session, New York session, and then I literally drove the car all day yesterday. I went to the gym for like an hour, just worked out quick, and literally just drove all day yesterday. And then last night after Asian, I literally knocked. Like I just knocked out, and I did not wake up for London, didn't wake up for the gym in the morning, didn't wake up for pre-workout, pre-London, nothing, man, nothing. So I'm well rested. That's a good question though, Sebastian. Good question. Took the same cells in Asian. Yeah, I thought these were great. I thought these were good cells here. Yeah, they were money. Yeah, you had the breakout, but I think again the 4 hour, you know, last 15 of the 4 hour just didn't want to run down, right? So yeah, but you got to take that. You know, that was our plan. Our plan was to take that trade from the jump, so we did. We really wanted the buys. The buys were really what we wanted, but we grabbed the highs here. Right, we thought we were going to get the breakout to the top side. It never broke out, came back down, closed below, right? So this candle was just a freak candle here. Broke the highs, broke the lows, you know what I mean? So, yeah. The only thing maybe we could have done better was wait for either the 4 hour to actually close bearish, or maybe even a closure below here. But it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, this 15-minute candle made a move, man. Right before news. How come the 15-minute candles before news that you don't take make a small lower wick and then just fill the entire range? Anyone ever notice that? And then the ones that you do take, wick up, wick out, stop you out, put you back in, take you back out, spin you around. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. What's good? If you've had a last couple like this week, this last week and a half has been a bit of a choppy one. Ever since the daily came right back here, it's been very, look at this whole, like, after this. So we were looking really good. Like, we were looking good here, right? We were looking very good here when we closed below with this candle, and then this just stopped right there. So everything looked money until yeah, it looked like we were going to get really clean price action there when price looked like that. And then the last, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days or so last week have been just a chop fest. Yeah, and then a absolute meltdown on, hey, by the way, I said yesterday was Tuesday. Mad times. No one corrected me. What's up with that, man? AB Mike. None of you guys corrected me. I thought I named it the you see, I was unsure about the day, because I wrote new day. I just wrote a new day on yesterday's stream. Yeah, I have no, that whole Tuesday, I don't know where that day went. Wow, the 15 just pumped. All right, well, here comes the news now. The market makers. All right, cool. Look at this. What a beautiful move back up there on the 4 hour. Yeah, like I said, if the news wasn't in front of us, I would have 100% had that buy stop there. That looked perfect. Perfecto. Why's it got to look that good before news? Yeah, just a new day. Should I close? You're at break even? I mean, yeah, we just tapped target. So if you were in that other trade that we were talking about, yeah. I mean, we could I mean, we're still gonna, looks like we're still gonna pump here on the 4 hour, right? So, I mean, You've been holding for this whole time, you might as well hold. Unless you prayed to God while you were in drawdown here, like, please, Lord, just let me get back to break even, I promise. I'll go to church every Sunday. I'll say my prayers every night. I mean, if you did that, then close. Yeah, get out of there. Which in this game, it's not that rare for people to get religious and drawdown. Please, God. Oh, man. So we closed right at resistance. I mean, we made juice here. So we would have to get like a steep lower wick on this candle. Let me check the news here. So red numbers on the GDP. I mainly want to see the red folder stuff. Green numbers. So mixed here. So it's all mixed up here. So, yeah, I mean, unfortunately, that was a move that we would have liked to take. But maybe we can come back down, plant the new support, and there's plenty of range here today. So I don't want to say, hey, that's the move, right? I mean, look at the 4-hour chart. I mean, look at all that clean range. So there's a lot of room to go. So let's wait here. Man, I hope you close, brother. I hope you close. The Lord gave you the chance. He said, I got you. That was perfect TP right there. You couldn't have asked for a better 15. That might have been the best 15-minute move all year. Oh, that's good. That's good. No worries. No worries. It's called confusion, Green. Hey, man. Yes. Thank you. Safe and fast. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yes. Let's look at NQ here as well. Let's take a look at what we got going on. So let's get rid of everything here. All right. Let's take a look at the daily. So we've just been moving on up here like the Jeffersons, baby. Moving on up. So we are coming into... we did end up kind of pushing yesterday, but again, these candles are really slowing up a little bit now, right? So you got strong candle, weak candle, and now we'll see what happens as we approach this level of resistance, right? 4-hour has no bottom wick, so I am bullish based off of what I'm seeing so far, but we don't have a low here yet, or much of a low, right? So potentially this 4-hour candle may come back down a little bit, make a steeper bottom wick. I wouldn't take sells below this support. I'd wait for like sells below here, which will again be the 4-hour breaking its own low and then possibly closing back below that resistance. That would be perfect. Anything above that, I think, remains bullish here. So let's see what price wants to do. You're ranging right now. You've got support. You've got resistance here. Let's go take a look to the left-hand side, see what's cooking. We should have a bit of a clean range. Let's move on to 30. I mean, on the 1 hour here. Let's see. Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, so we do have a nice clean range to finish this move. So I think closure's above, and we're looking golden. Yeah, we got a 70 pip zone there, and that would probably do it for me. So, yeah, let's see how we could do. If we can create a brand new breakout, something like this, then I think that would make a lot of sense. But one thing we do see here is that this candle closed without a upper wick, and that could be a big problem for this move up. So usually if you go back and you look, once the candles close without top wicks or something, that's when the party's over. And it'll slowly start to drive back in the opposite direction. But we'll wait. We'll hang tight. We'll probably wait on like 9 a.m. for NQ here today. But that's the range, if you ask me. Yeah, 1 hour looks so nice here too on Goldie. So a nice 1 hour closure here would look really good. 4 hour back down. You know, yesterday was very tricky too in Asian. So the reason why and look, my original bias in Asia was not to take sells below that range. But, you know, we looked at it and we said, you know what, I mean, if this is the 4 hour chart, like we can get a little bit more aggressive on the break of the lows or on the closures below that range, because this was the current 4 hour candle that we were trading, right? And it had no wick on it. And the other one before it never closed. This guy right here never closed above the range. So that's why we were very, very bullish, but we were open to those sells a little bit more aggressively yesterday because it was going to break the 4-hour low, and we were going to kind of like reject this area again. So I thought the idea was great, but it looks like price just didn't want to move down on the 4-hour, right? We just kept pushing forward. So yeah. Now look, if let's say the candle prior to our trade, so the 4-hour candle before we got in, this candle was closed above, then I definitely would not have taken those sells. But because that candle never closed above, right, and it was still below here, it rejected here, right, this overall resistance, that's why we got a little bit more aggressive to take the sells like right there when this 4-hour candle was turning back around. So I thought it made perfect sense, but you know, can't fight the bullish run here on Goldie. All right, we'll see. Yeah, just a big drop down, and then price just been trucking up ever since. Thank you, Lee. Appreciate that. What up, TK? Good morning, Aaron. What's good, bro? Yeah, that 15-minute straight to TP. Yeah, too bad it was the 15 before news. I don't blame you. I didn't take that either. I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't take it. More times than not, that's gonna not work out. And again, we want to base our trading off of what happens, what's more likely to happen. You know what I mean? So if we know that more times than not, you're gonna get a little crazy candle that wicks around. You know, sometimes you're going to get a candle that just floats 60 pips up and gives you the best little stop loss, and it's the perfect trade of the year, and, you know, you let it go. But next time you do that right before news, that doesn't mean that same thing's going to happen. So, you know, it's not duplicatable. And everything we do wants to be duplicatable, right? Everything, all systematic. All right, who we got here in the club? What up, Bone? Stephen B in the house. It's popping. What up, Patrick? What up, Scratches? How we feeling? Good to see you guys. Patrick, what you sipping on, man? What you sipping on? What you got, some tea? A little bit of tea. Where do you live again, Patrick? England? No. You look like a prince. You look like a like someone who lives in England, and you're just like the Prince of England. Just carrying on over here with some tea. Oh, Ireland, hey. Ireland, hey, Ireland. My guy, I love this guy. He's casual. He hangs out, he sits back, he sips his decaf coffee. What a G. Any chance we can get more percentage off the instant funded? I'm trying to go to work for everyone here. Yeah. So right now, Top One Futures, if you use code TTE, has the 55% off, but it's on the eval accounts and the pro accounts, which really ain't bad. My man Norbin, honestly, Norbin, you're onto something, bro. Seriously, like my guy's up like 13 grand already this week, and he's probably spent like, I mean, what was your investment on those accounts? How much are they? They're pretty cheap too. So he's probably in at like, I don't know, Norbin, maybe $500 there, $600 for all those accounts, and he's already up like almost 14 grand. So those pro accounts, I might have to give them a little try too. But those are all 55% off right now. So yeah, if you guys want to look into those or get those, I'll probably look into them. Oh, 1,200. So you're up 12. Okay, so you bought bigger ones. Is that with 55% off? Okay. So he's in at 1250, and he's up about 1250. So about a 10% investment there. So he's up 1,200, but he's in at 1,200, but he's up about 12,000. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's gonna be a good ROI, man. Just stay steady with that and stay consistent. Yeah, nice. The Robe Man. Holy. That could be. Were you on Rafi's calls the last 2 weekends? Holy, can Patrick turn into the Robe Man, an 8-figure trader? His alter ego. Holy. Sheesh. The Flashman? Yeah. The Flashman. Let's see. Rafi woke. Yo, is Rafi here? I don't think so. I think Rafi was moving about today. Wow, look at this move down here now. So yeah, 30-minute closure right at resistance, and then the next one straight down. 4-hour back down. We just broke the lows. Crazy, crazy. Crazy. 1 pip away from getting stopped out. Oh, nice. I'll close at break even. Good job, man. Way to stay in the trade and follow the plan. I want to join your group. I'm currently in another, but I like the way you teach. Can you send the link? So this is the group. You know what I mean? This is it. We have the clubhouse too. For that, just hit ! clubhouse in the chat. But other than that, man, this is the group here. You know, so if you want to join the YouTube live streams, they're completely free. If you want to get into the clubhouse and trade all the sessions with us and, you know, be a part of all that, then yeah, just lock in the clubhouse and let's level up. Do you, with your trades, always take into consideration the consistency rule when closing trades in profit? Yeah. So you can't make more than X amount, so I just keep that in mind. And when you have 3 accounts, man, you know, you don't have to be greedy. You can keep your size pretty small. You know, if one account produces, let's say your consistency rule is you have to stay under $1,200, right? I mean, if you have 3 accounts and you make like 800 to 1,000, I mean, I'm usually just closing it up right there anyway. That's more than enough for me. Yeah, so it's pretty easy to stick to the consistency rule, especially when you have multiple accounts where you know, like, hey, everything is ×3 or ×5 or whatever it is. It's very easy to kind of settle in on that. TK, how we feeling? How do you deal with drawdown? You just show up and look for good trades again. Yeah. Just the main thing is what kind of drawdown are you in? So what I mean by that is, are you in drawdown due to the system? Right? Is it the system's drawdown or is it your drawdown? If it's your drawdown, then you got to take responsibility of that and correct whatever it is that you're doing wrong. But if it's the system's drawdown, then it's just a simple, it's just as simple as showing up for the next good trade. You know, that's it. Because as long as you run the system will make you profitable. So that means, like, if you're not running the system to the T, then most likely you're not going to get the results of it, right? So you don't want to screw up those numbers like we always talk about. You don't have to be a good trader. All you got to do is follow a good trading system, man. Let those words echo in your ears. You don't have to be this person who you may feel like you need to be. All you have to do is follow the stinking plan. Follow the rules. the bad kind of drawdown. So, you know, if it's the bad kind of drawdown, then that's a conversation to have with you and the man or woman in the mirror, right? That's not a conversation that I can really have with you, because I don't know about, you know, what it is that you're doing. So you got to really identify what is taking your money. Just think about it. Some emotion right now is taking your money. You gonna let that emotion take your money? You're gonna let something that's not even real take the profits that you made for being disciplined? On top one, what size accounts do I have? 100Ks and 150Ks. Yeah. Did I learn from Raja? I did. Yeah, I learned this whole system from Raja, and then obviously put my own little spin on it. Learned a little bit from Don, and, you know, added my own years of experience to it, and pretty much trade very, very similar to Raja. He's probably a little, I would say he's more aggressive than I am. So he probably did get in on those 15 buys, where I'm like a little bit more safeguarded. You know, I want to take maybe a little less trades, but just the highest quality trades. How did I break the loss stage? I did exactly what I just mentioned. You know, I mentioned this yesterday too, is I looked at my P&L, and I just looked at the data. I let the data guide me. So I met with an 8-figure trader, and he taught me all about data, and I didn't even realize data was that important. But, you know, if this was my P&L, right, then there was going to be obviously profits. So let's say it was 500 profit, right? But then there was also 500 loss. So I had to go identify what those losses looked like, and did they look like the 500 wins? Because if they did, I'm cool with that, right? But if I did something else and I broke my plan, which led to the 500 leaving, then I've got to fix that, right? So I would identify, let's say that these were my loser trades, right? I would identify which one. I don't know what shape is that. I don't even know what that is. Let's just say that that's the trades. Those are the trades, right? And yeah, so I would go and I would look. I say, okay, how is that win? Good win? Okay, good win. Good win? Okay, good win. Good win? All right, the wins are cool. Everything looks good on the winning side. What about this loss? Oh, yeah, you know what? Good loss. That was a good loss right there. I'll take that again. Look at this one. What the hell was that? What was I thinking there? What was I thinking there? And this one was 3 minutes after that one, and it was more stupid than that one, right? So it's like, okay, that was a revenge trade, right? And then I look at this one, I'm like, well, that doesn't look like the playbook. So I go, oh my God, my mind is blown now, because I'm like, I should have only taken one of those losses, right? I should have taken only one of those losses, and I took 5. So once I began to eliminate these trades right here, that's where I started staying profitable. It's not that I did anything, right? It's not that I did anything different. I stopped doing it. I stopped doing these, and in return, I was profitable just based off of me not doing that. Does that make sense? Screen's frozen on Zoom? Oh, wait, how did that happen? How do I unpause it? Hold on, where's the pause? I see it. I don't see the unpause though. Oh, here we go. How's that? Hello, how you doing? All right, that should be good. We good? All right, perfect. Perfect. Okay, so does that make sense? This is very important right here. This is extremely important stuff that we're talking about, especially if you're in the break-even stage. So if you're in break-even, time to press pause on Grand Theft Auto G and start locking in and understanding this so you can live Grand Theft Auto, GTA style. So pause your Nintendo, lock in and understand this concept. Rewind the stream back 2 minutes and really take note of this. I mean, unless you're just trying to stay in the break-even stage, you know, that's fine too. But this is it. So notice how I didn't do anything different. Notice how I didn't add. I didn't do more of something. I didn't need to learn more of something. Notice how the question was, hey, like, how did you get out of it, or what did you do to get out of it? How did you handle it? Notice how I didn't need to do anything more. I didn't need to do anything extra. There wasn't something else I needed to learn. Like, notice how I didn't say, well, you know, at that time I learned about the secret of the range 2 breakout. Like, no, that wasn't that, right? It was, what are the losses looking like? Can I avoid them? And if I can, let me start avoiding them now and not making the same mistakes over and over again. Because look, let's say this was 40 bucks, right? Let's say this is 140 bucks. Let's say this was 80 bucks, right? All that money now comes back into my profits, right? And it doesn't go out the door. So I want to keep that money safe here. It's much better with me, right? It's much better with me. So I want to keep it with me. I only want to take good losses like that one that I can look at and say, I love that trade. I'll take that trade again. Let me see if there was anything I could have done just a smidge bit better to avoid it. Okay, maybe this, maybe that, but in hindsight's 2020, all good. I'm on to the next one. You know, I'm on to the next. So you got to run the probability mindset. So he also said, how'd you get so numb to the losses? This is how I did it, because I understood the losses were not things that weren't supposed to be there. They were things that they were trades that were supposed to be there. It's all probability game. You're gonna have a bunch of wins, a bunch of losses, but as long as the outcome is income, that's what makes a high probability win rate system. It's better with me, Dan. It's better with me. I just I'll take care of it. I'll take care of it. Yo, what up, Pablo? Okay, so Dankin. Okay, so now my next question is, how are you doing with your size? How are you doing with the size of your positions? Because now I want to ask you if you feel like you're a little too heavy in these trades. So sometimes you get a little too heavy in the trades, and that's where you can't accept the loss. So I always tell people, like, if you put on a trade and let's say you're risking like $200, but like you do not want to take that loss, like price is in drawdown and you're really hoping that trade doesn't lose. You're like, please don't, I don't want to lose this 200. I don't want to lose this 200. You're too heavy in that position. And I don't mean too heavy in terms of like technicals. I mean too heavy in terms of you know, and your emotional, where you're at, you know, what emotional level you're at with money and risk, right? Some people have high tolerance for risk like me. Others don't, right? So, and then others have to build their risk tolerance up. So that's why I always say size down, start small, and then work your way up. Don't be afraid. I know the ego doesn't want us to go lower or size down, or, you know, the ego wants to get the success right away, but it's very wise to, you know, slow down a little bit, like lower your size, warm up to those higher size positions, and let your emotions grow with the size. So maybe you're only good at 100. You know, maybe the next trade you risk 100 and you're sitting there like, well, this is a good trade. Let's see what happens. We're either going to win or lose. And then you start sounding like me. I don't care if this trade's a winner or a loser. It's either going into one or two categories, blah, 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 right? And then we just keep on marching forward. And at the end of it all, the probability plays itself out. Yes, I would check the size, and then if the size is good, now it's probably on to trade management. You know, maybe got to learn how to manage trades a little bit better, have a plan before you trade, right? Plan the trade the plan. You guys see us do that all the time. So, you know, this could be a couple little things, but it seems like as long as you're not taking stupid trades anymore, you're now on a great track to be on, right? So now you're on a great track of progression, and now it's just a matter of time about, you know, making the necessary tweaks and adjustments in order to you know, string the probabilities in your favor. How are you, Johnny Gems?
My man, bro. Couldn't be doing better. Blessed and highly favored. I'm grateful to be here. How you doing, bro?
Absolutely incredible. Well rested.
Let's go. That's what I heard, bro. Good to hear you're well rested, man. You needed that sleep. Well-earned.
The sleep needed me, brother. The sleep needed me. I was
You're right about
I was
that.
happy to do it. I was
That's
happy to
facts.
give it myself.
That's fast. Sleep definitely needed you. What's good, chat? What up, what up? Happy New York session. We got another session. Be patient and disciplined to the plan. Let's go.
Yes, we
Excited
do.
to be here.
Yes, sir. Did you work out? Oh, I forgot you're in New York.
Yes, sir. I did hit my workout though. Core
No
workout and push-ups. 200 push-ups and core.
No gym though,
Core
right?
work. Nah, no gym. 10,000 steps as well. I gotta hit that today though.
Yeah. To be honest, not even over risking much and stuff. I just don't know why I can't accept the loss. Yeah, I mean, look, no one likes to lose, brother. No one, right? I don't like to, even when I take a loss and I sit here and smile, no one really likes to lose, right? I'd rather be up here with a green little thingy-majiggy up there than a red one, right? I mean, can we all admit that, right? None of us like to lose. But this is the game we play, right? So imagine, getting into, becoming a basketball player and not liking to lose, right? And it's not liking it, it's not accepting it, right? Because that's really what we're talking about here. So if you don't accept it, then that means it'll lead to revenge decisions, right? Whether it's trading, athletics, whatever. So obviously no one likes to lose, but the best loser truly does win, especially in this game and in life as well, right? You show me, my Mr. V would always say, Nick, you show me someone who's never failed or lost, and I'll show you a failure or a loser. You show me someone that's failing often, they're most likely going to be the talk of the town over the next couple years. So in school we learned failure is not good, but I'm gonna encourage you to fail forward, fail often, and learn from those failures.
Yeah, and losses in trading is completely normal. It's part of the business, so it's a-okay. It's completely normal. The thing is, we have developed attachments to the word loss and loser. We have attachments to that based on past experiences in our life that we lose in this game. And we get tapped into those, experiences where we felt like a loser and stuff, and reminded of that time. We get those same feelings that we had when we went through that, experience in life where we felt like a loser. But the thing is, losing is totally normal and a-okay in this game. It's just the way we perceive it and the way we go about it's bad because of the attachments we have, right? So it definitely takes some time to rewire your mind to think differently in this game about losing, but yeah, no, the hard part is understand that losses are just part of this game, and it's totally fine. It's totally fine.
Yep.
Every 8-figure trader in the world takes losses, right? So losing's clearly not affecting them, right? It's something else that's affecting traders deeper than just losing. So yeah, you don't want to think about it like that.
And that's why I've always told traders, just because you lost doesn't make you a loser. There was times where I lost or blew my account. I'd be walking down the street contemplating why I even exist on this planet. It's really not that deep. You know what I'm saying? How many of you guys ever? What?
Yeah, right.
What is my point of existence anyway? Right? You're after these losses, it get you thinking on those walks. Why am I here? So it's you guys have done incredible things in your life. I'm sure, you guys all seem like great people. So just because you lose a trade doesn't make you a loser, right? And I always try and tell people that, and that's why I always also try and tell people to be kind to yourself. Obviously have the man or woman in the mirror talks when you need to step your game up. But one thing that Mr. V taught me early on was you got to truly be kind to yourself. And you have to be your best friend. You have to be your biggest cheerleader. You have to be your biggest supporter when you're in this type of business or in this type of game where you're going to attempt to break free of the matrix and design your life pretty much, right? So you gotta be on the same team with yourself. And when you go on those walks and you talk down to yourself and you act like you're a loser, you feel like you're a loser or something, I wouldn't even think that way. So I would just think, hey, I'm attempting something here. Like anytime I would go into that negative mindset, I'd be like, look, I'm the freaking man. I'm attempting something here that none of my friends or influence or any of them even have the courage to step up and do. So I'm going to keep fighting. I'm going to find out what I did wrong. I'm going to do it better next time. And that's the mentality and the mindset that you want to have. Otherwise, you could take those walks and yell at yourself all day long, all day, every day. And you don't want that, you know, and I don't want that for you either, because you're not a loser, right? Some of you guys have, you know, incredible accomplishments in your life, degrees, families, great careers. Like, just because you lost 3 trades in a row doesn't mean you're you know,
Your life's over.
yeah, your life's over.
And next time your system gives you a loss, I want you to say to yourself, all right, cool, this system, now we're getting this system loss is bringing me closer now to the wins that the system produces, right? So these losers are bringing us closer to the winning trades now, right?
Yeah.
So also, me and Nick are specifically talking about good losses are part of your system. We're not talking about bad losses. That's a whole different topic, you know? We're talking about good losses here.
Yeah.
A part of the system.
Yeah. And, you know, until you test this for yourself, I can draw this a million times that this is a trade, right? T for trade. And that every single trade goes into 1 or 2 categories. 1 is green for making money, and again, I don't even like calling it winning or losing, right? I just call it probability worked or it didn't, right? So every single trade is going to go to 1 or 2 places. The probability of it happening either works or it doesn't. It's that simple. This is one or the other, right? Now look, until you run this 100 trades on your own, not listen to me say it or try and believe my, you know, explanation here, until you do this for yourself, you won't truly have the confidence it takes to win at the higher levels, because you won't truly trust what I'm saying here. So if I were you guys, I'd get on a journey right now to document, to stay completely disciplined to whatever trading plan you're following. If you're here on this live stream and I'm the guy up in the top left corner here, I'm assuming that we're all, for the most part, trading the same exact playbook, right? So if you are sticking to that playbook for 100 trades, do this for yourself. I dare you. I dare you to be disciplined for 100 trades. I dare you. I double doggy dare you. And say this don't work out, where you're going to get about 70 here, winners, 30 here. Test me on this. Who want to take me up on that dare? Anyone? Anyone got what it takes?
Someone.
To be disciplined for 100 trades. I'll tell you this.
OGH got us. Let's go.
I will personally coach and mentor you if you can bring me playbook positions, 100 of them. I will personally jump on a call with you, answer any questions that you have, give you any advice if you can prove to me that you've stayed disciplined to the playbook. Every single play has to be playbook position, and you work this number out. I dare you to do it. See, I'm just trying to level you guys up. I'm just trying whatever I can do to get you to level up. But I will be shocked if you run this to the T and the numbers don't look very accurate like to what that says.
It's crazy. And you gotta be disciplined. The moment you get in your own way, you're gonna mess this up. So don't get in your own way. Stay disciplined to the system.
You know what I find? I find most people, they'll get all motivated here right now. Yeah, man, that's me, bro. I'm gonna blah. Right? And then here's what happens. I find that most people, this is the timeline, very, very few last a week. Right. So if that's a week, if we have, I don't know, 100 people here, right? It's already down, right? 100 probably down to 50. 50, believe it or not. That's week 1. By week 2, I would say max 20, 25 will be doing this.
Yeah.
Max. By week 3, I know you guys are all fired up here now and you're saying, oh, no, that's not going to be me. By week 3, probably 10. Right? And by
Yeah.
week 4, we already know the 80-20%, right? So
Exactly.
just know that most people fall off like this. And Mr. V did a talk one time, and he did it publicly, and the talk was how to get over the hump. How to get over the hump was the talk. And he explained all this. And it's so true. No matter what business you look at, this is the numbers. The consistency, people fall off like flies, right? And he talked about how if you're going to get the ball over the hump, right, this is going to take absolute consistency here, right? If that's you, if you let up at all on the way up here, that boulder is coming right back down, and you're going to have to start all over again. And that's what most people do in life in general, not just in trading, in business, in life, in their ambitions and goals. Everything looks good right here until a little bit of pressure starts happening, right? And then, whatever, we'll start back again later, back to the starting line. Give up a little bit. I need a little drink of water. And very rarely do people get their financial boulder up. But I'll be honest, man, if you can be consistent enough, right, to get this thing up, the view from the top is incredible, and the fruit up there is ripe. So
Gems right there, bro.
let's see who's gonna do it.
Within a month, after a month, only 10 or less people are gonna be staying disciplined to this system here. Yeah, man. God forbid, man, your system gives you 2 losses, 3 losses in a row. You're already off ship. You're jumping off shit, going off tilt, like whatever. Screw it, 2 losses in a row. No way. Right now you're not even trading the system anymore. So yeah, man. Who's gonna stay consistent?
Yep. Lock it in.
Yeah.
Who's it gonna be? It will. I know it'll only be about
G-dubs.
5 people. So.
Right. Yeah, I know G-dubs. Me too, man. I come from being an athlete, from sports as well. So our athletes have some of the hardest times, kind of understanding that losses are okay. But yeah, man, once you understand that, it's game over. But yeah, I understand it as an athlete. Like, you ain't trying to lose, like with your team and stuff. So yeah, it's a completely different game we're playing here. That's why it takes some time to reprogram. It's okay. You got to give yourself some time to reprogram your mind.
Yep. How do you deal with taking losses as a mentor? That's a good question. Do you feel like people will stop watching you? Absolutely not. I actually enjoy taking losses as a mentor, because what that does is that shows people how to take a loss. How many guys ever see me take a loss and go, oh man, I wish I could take one like him, man. Like, I know he's not getting back in. He's probably going to shut the computer down and do some whatever all day, right? I enjoy taking losses because that shows the game is real, right? That shows you how I can now, because very rarely do you learn anything from winning trades, right? Winning trades, we already learned from winning trades. We already know. Usually when we take a winning trade, we go, look at this. It was an onion play. The bias was this, blah, 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 right? And it just, you don't learn much. But when you take losses, right, and you take them and you dissect them and you show people how a good loss is taken, you show people how to handle themselves, how to stay composed, that's where they're going to benefit, because they're not really going to benefit from the winning trades as much as they're going to benefit from the composure of the losing trades. Because again, a lot of times if a trader just took the original loss, they would be fine and dandy, but they never stay there. They always revenge trade it, so they don't really know how to handle themselves after a loss. So one thing about losing trades, which is very important to do and to show here, is that how you handle it afterwards, right? How many guys have ever once seen me revenge trade? Anyone? No, not really, right? How many guys see me overtrade? Just say, you know what? We got to get this back, guys. We got to get this back right now. Let's go. We're back in. You guys never see that here, right? So a lot of you and I myself had admired that in other traders. So I wanted to emulate that. And I know how impactful that is for the other traders in the community to see, because I know how impactful it was for me to see. because again, I was that trader early on that over risked, over traded, revenge on all that type of stuff. So when I would see guys like Don or Raja take a loss, take it on the chin, not even be too upset, look at it real quick, and then move on to the next just conversation or whatever, I was like, damn, like I admire that, because I've gotten into 2 more trades now since that last loss, and I've dug my hole even deeper, and they're just still chilling at a little loss that they're going to be able to get right back, right? So I think the losses are extremely important for you guys to see. We built savages back in February when we went on that losing streak, and this is what I love about the losing trades, is they will weed out the weak and they will bring up the strong. And what happened during that time is we went through a losing streak, like basically the whole month. The whole month. I mean, it was really only like 6 or 7 losses, but it was like kind of patched out throughout the month. But it was just a very tough, hard month. And, you know, we probably had like 2,000 people watching the live stream at that point. And believe it or not, we went back down to what, John? I think there was a point where we had 300 people watching the stream.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. We went from like over 1,000 to 300 people.
No, it was like 2,000 to 300.
Yeah.
Right? So people only want to see you winning, number one, but you'll find people with character during that time that you could build your life with, right? So then there's a lot of people who stayed, who committed, who admired it, who looked towards better days and fought back with me, right? And fought back with us. And that just made us even tighter. That just made this even more real. Like, that just made trading, like, for other people say, hey, I can go down and get back up, right? I don't have to stay down. I don't have to dig my hole deeper. I can, you know, actually take some losses, even have a losing month and still be A-okay. And the other thing is, you never see me shift my enthusiasm one time. So whether we had 2,000 people or 400 people, my enthusiasm, my attitude, my actions never once switched up. You know what I mean? Facts. So that's how you got to keep yourself composed. And I didn't even care at that time either. It didn't matter who watched, right? It's just, and it still doesn't matter. You know, it still doesn't matter to me who watches. We know the value that we can input in people's lives. We know how good we are at trading, and whoever wants to watch can watch. And if not, you know, best of luck. Best of luck doing it your way.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's man, a good question though.
Incredible leader, credible example for TT, man. Absolutely. Even through the lowest times, still staying composed.
Yeah. How come I'm not selling right now? Let's see. Let's ask the chat. Chat, how come I wouldn't be selling here right now? Anybody know? I think 2 big reasons.
That's an easy one.
2 really big reasons on why I would not take the sell on this candle. Let's take a look at the clubhouse.
That's light for our clubhouse. Come on.
No bottom wick, no bottom wick, no wick, overextended. Yep, those would be the 2 big ones. So no wick and overextended. See how we're all on the same page? Everyone's on the same page here. So that's what makes it really, really nice, is this isn't one of those streams where everyone's all over the place. You know, everyone trades all these different strategies and gives, you know, it's a lot of us are locked in. We're running the same systems. We understand what good trades look like. We understand what, you know, trades that we should stay out of look like. And we have a good time. You know, we win pretty big here.
Yes, sir, we do. Yep. Clubhouse knows what's up. We took that loss in pre-NY. We all said to ourselves, yo, we planned the trade. We trade the plan on to the next, bro. We were spamming W's, blessed and highly favored, bro.
That's how you know you're working with a group that understands probability, you know, and that's the other thing. That's what's really cool. So what's really cool now is like we take losses and everyone understands the loss, right? Everyone understands it was a good trade, and that's been very beneficial now that we have like 3.5 years in the game. We've had a lot of people, you know, like stick to the same system as us, because over the 3 years, we never once changed our playbook, our strategy, nothing, right? We just kept doing the same exact stuff. People will come and go. They say, oh, that strategy's old news, man. That strategy's outdated, blah, 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 blah. But now they're outdated, right? And we don't even they probably don't even trade anymore, some of these people, right? So imagine, listening to people who are not in life where you want to be. I could never, right? So we just stayed consistent, even when, by the way, during that time, we had so much criticism, right? Not that much, but a good amount. Like people like, that system's outdated. It's over. It's blah, blah, blah. Like onions don't work anymore. Like what, dude? Like buys off support, sells off resistance don't work. I just think you don't work, dude. You don't work.
What everyone's doing. For real.
Yeah. So, we continue to truck along here with a 75% win rate year after year after year after year now. So the system still works. I just think a lot of people make excuses.
Yep.
Surely a buy, surely.
Those 15-minute buys off support were money, bro, but I didn't want to take it before news.
Oh, yeah. They were amazing.
Yo, those 15-minute buys off support too, chat, that was supposed to be our move in pre-NY, but due to probabilities and uncertainty, things happen.
The trade, so you guys took this trade in pre-NY, right? This one right here? Yeah, so it looks like pre-NY. Okay, cool. So this was the trade. So yeah, I think this trade looked good too. You had resistance here. You had support here, right? Yep. And yeah, look good. Look good for the buys.
We were disciplined, waiting for a lower wick. 30-minute create support as well.
Looks good to me.
If that's presenting to you right now, chat, we're looking to execute that. Yep.
Yeah. So unfortunately, that one didn't work. Low liquidity, straight down. These buys worked out, but those were not our. Those were before news. I forgot those even happened.
Exactly. Now we're at a friggin' nice big move down.
And now we got all this clean range to potentially come back up now.
Yes, sir.
So 43
What's
minutes.
Your vibes?
I would say 43 minutes left here on this 4-hour candle. So I think if we get a closure above at like 9:30, we could take these buys here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, here's what I'm looking for. So real quick. So we close with no wick here. Right, we wick down, we're coming back up. If this 30-minute candle now closes basically the way it looks, a little, like some type of support like this, then at 9:30 I will have a buy stop, right, for price to push back up towards like 47 here, and then take partials there, and then see if we can get price to move back towards like 57, which that would be a pretty big move back up on the 4 hour. So I do like 44, 45. And 47 as some sort of like partial TP area here, right here, somewhere in this range. So if we can get the candle to close like down here, right, then that would be enough range for us to enter into this buy, take some partials right in this overall zone here in case we want to reject, we get out, with some profits. If not, we let the runners continue up.
Anticipating a pullback here.
Anticipating the pullback. Target tap concept kind of coming in play. No bottom wick on this candle here. So yeah, looks pretty good. We got to wait 12 minutes because the 15 closed bearish. And we got 9:30 here too, right in front of us. So
love it.
Yo, what up, Maiko?
It's good, Miko.
He said, how's bro's cell going? Was somebody in a cell? I can't remember, man.
Dang.
I can't remember. Comments everywhere.
Closed.
Has the MACD crossed yet? I think it did. I think it crossed.
The view up.
He had no plan. Same book, but the page different.
Actually, his plan was the plan, so he planned it.
Yeah, no, Manny, that's true. And that's not to brag anything about me. Manny said, hey, Nick got to be a great teacher because everyone learning and winning and on the same page here. And like, yeah, I mean, that's how you can tell you're following a good leader or you're learning from a great teacher is if you're learning from someone and no one has results, right? Like none of the followers are improving. No one's I mean, that's probably not the best guy to learn from, right? But when you got someone teaching something and then you have a massive group of people, we're not talking like 1 or 2 people here. We're talking about like, 50, 60, 70 people, more than that, right? That are just locked in, winning at the highest levels. I mean, the proof is right here.
Yes, sir.
Did you see a drop off in members in the losing streak? Yeah, the YouTube live stream went from like 1,800 viewers to like 300.
Yep.
And I
Big
loved
drop.
it. And I loved it. I loved every second of it. You know what I love even more? We're back above 1,000. How many people are here today? Probably about 1,000, right? Because we don't grow weary in well-doing. We know that every adversity comes with it the seed of an equal or greater benefit, right? We don't get weary in doing what's right. We know that the harvest is plentiful, the workers are few, and we're just praying for y'all, man. We're praying for the workers. We're praying for the best ones that come in and reap the harvest here. So we stand on truth, and we just keep moving forward in what we're called to do and our purpose. So that's it,
Amen. Sir.
Winners will stay, and that's who I want to attract. So I would rather show up every day and dominate with a group of 300 than show up every day and have a bunch of fake 1,800, Quakers hanging around.
Yes, sir.
Quality over quantity all day when it comes to people. Don't leave here. Stay right there, Goldie. Stay right there. 9:30. We only got 8 minutes. All right.
Goldie,
It's just gonna be that. That's the new running joke in the clubhouse. Just 8 more minutes. Come on, guys. Come on, guys.
They have the 8 minutes again. Ooh. Here we go again.
It's perfect. The Elite Challenge on Top 1 Futures. Yeah, Elvis, I think that would probably be the best one for like a newer trader. And take your time, bro. You're not so as a newer trader, you have no business making money right now. I know you don't want to hear that. I know it. But just hear me out. You're going to make money, but you got to learn how to make it first, right? So you don't want to make it and then lose it and then make it and then lose it. And it's you go nowhere that way. So
awesome.
This time, or this for you, I would get in and treat it as if you are an apprentice, right? Lock in for the next 4 to 6 months. You're learning right now. You're not earning, right? It's just not that time for you. So really take a nice eval, take your time with it, go small, and look to put up good trades. Good quality trades make good quality money. All right? That's all you need to focus on is staying steady, keeping the basics, sticking to the basics, keeping everything very simple, and just work on taking really good trades. Don't worry about the money from them, just the trade itself. Make sure they're good quality, and those trades will pay you tenfold down the road. Dan's the only Quaker left, but we love Dan, so we let him quake. Dan's our Quaker. No, I'm just kidding. No, Dan's the man. We love Dan. We love Dan.
Yes, sir.
Yo, what up, Michael Cook? Better price action in quarter 3? Yeah, probably. Quarter 2 is a little crazy here, right? What you gotta say?
Honestly, yeah. The last couple of weeks haven't been the best for me.
Yeah, I had a few red days here, so everything was running really well. And then just 1, 2, 3 red days towards the tail end of the month here. So
yeah.
Yeah, I'm also currently red too, so we'll see if we could turn that around. We'll see if we could turn that frown upside down here on the P&L. It's got to be a good trade, though. It's got to be a good one.
Hey, if there's more losses in this series of trades, then there's probably be less losses in the next series of trades. So I'll get you.
Yeah.
What's up, Sia? Yeah, that pre-NY trade, I know some people said that there was no top wick on like Oanda, and I think some said the MGC chart had like a little wick, but on my chart that I was looking at, which was the GC chart, we had a nice healthy top wick on the candle. So yeah, it may have just been the chart you were looking at. Not sure if you which chart that was you were looking at.
Wow.
Yeah, had to trade the chart in front of me though.
Can I say shout out to all you guys in Asia and Australia and all that? Julie over here, I got to keep my eyes open. W for being here. I know it's late at night for some of you guys, but that's what winners do. That's what champions do. These are times you look back on, think I was willing to do whatever it took. Of course I'm winning. Of course I'm winning in life. I mean, look at my past. I was willing to do whatever it took. So it's no surprise, once you start winning at the high levels, like, duh, I planned this, right? This is why I was up at 3:00 in the morning, listening to that crazy guy from Florida talking about the mind and all this crazy stuff, right?
W, Julia.
W to all y'all, everyone here,
Facts.
just in general. Big dubs. Way to stay consistent. I know some
You're
of you
all
guys
winners.
are, struggling now with whether it be financially, your job situations, your relationships, but one thing that's been consistent is you showing up here and trying to better yourself. So, that will be rewarded, my friends. Don't think just because you don't see it right now, don't mean it's not on the way. Trust me. The best thing I did early on when I didn't see anything was I just believed it was there. I just believed it was on the way. And it was. It was. We were stacking up a lot of points in the spiritual realm, a lot of credit in the spiritual realm, and those are the things that go unseen. And then all of a sudden, everyone's like, "Man, that guy just blew up out of nowhere." It's like, I don't know about that. You didn't see the 3:00 in the morning nights, right? And all the commitment and the consistency and the adversity, and and they don't need to know that, unless they truly want to make a mark to move forward in their own life. Otherwise, just let them call you lucky, man. Say, you know what? I am lucky. You're right. I'm the luckiest guy on planet Earth. Accept it. You know what's funny? I went to the gym the other day, and the girl goes, "Hey, your membership has been canceled." I'm like, "Really?" Like, "Yeah." And she goes, "It was canceled in 2024, early. I'm talking like February of 2024." So she's like, "You've been coming here every single day for free for over a year and a half now." I was like,
Yeah.
she was like, "You must be the luckiest guy on the planet." I say, "You know what? I am the luckiest guy on the planet." And she was like, "And you're lucky too today because the sign up's only $1." And I was like, "All right, cool, let's do it." So I was going to the gym for a year and a half, scanning my little gym card and all that, and nobody noticed. I was walking in, walking out, walking in just for free. So
That's
she said, "You
That's
must be the
amazing.
luckiest guy here." I said, "You damn right I am."
a fact. He's blessed and highly favored.
Nah, they didn't charge me either. They didn't charge me for it or anything.
Imagine they're like, "Hold on here, sir. Hold on.
You us.
We need to
you-
make sure we charge you for those days you
I would have
didn't
ran.
pay.
I would have ran like I was 14 again.
Call 911."
Hey, look over there. Just start running. I would have been gone. Hopped the fence and everything. Like, wait, they would have looked at me like, "We're not chasing that dude."
Right? They won't be able to catch you now, bro, in the porch. In the Porsche.
Oh, man. Hey, I'm not very proud of this, but it reminded me of a moment when I was a kid. And I like to say these things just so you guys realize, like, I'm just another real kid just like you all. Man, me and my boy, we go to this Chinese buffet. Green, you remember the Chinese buffet in Samsondale? Not going to lie, we dipped on the Chinese buffet. Like, we would wait for the people to like, we would finish all our food and wait till the coast was clear and just gone. Like, I'm not proud of that. I'm not gonna lie. That was when I was like 13 years old. I probably shouldn't be telling you all that, but it was, oh my god, it was epic. It was epic, man. From that day forward, because sometimes my family would use that Chinese buffet to throw like a little party. I always felt like they were always like looking at me weird. I'm like, oh man, do they know? Do they know? Oh man.
You gotta be careful doing that.
Yo, you gotta be careful just doing that in general. Them Chinese buffets don't play. Next thing you know, you'll be on the plate. Holy smokes, what?
You know they're lurking, bro.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. If the plates was still there, I'd go back and throw them the $29. You saw it on my IG. I was out. Man, that was long before
Green did that
IG.
too, bro. Damn.
Green, you did that too? Damn.
Green, I looked at you like a role model, bro.
Sheesh, we didn't get the closure for 9:30. That's a little unfortunate there.
Whatever.
Yeah, so no closure for 9:30. Maybe 9:15 we get the closure. We're kind of in this range now. I really like the buys back up. And then let's look left here. So like sells are very clean. Like the continuation down. Look, money below 25 there. Let's see. Yeah. I don't think I want to take this sell at all. Yeah, support sitting there. I'm going to hold off. I'm going to wait on the 15 closure here. Yeah, maybe this could go down right here. Something like this. Break the lows. Come back up here. Close above. And then 9:45 is where we take buys off the 15 minute. A nice little break of the low here would be amazing. It was Green's idea. Yeah, that's true. Yo, Dan. Don't be quaking, bro. Don't be quaking. Daily candles all, yeah, daily, yeah, you're right. Let's see, we're coming down to the daily lows there. So, yeah, I think those sells will be pretty valid because we also break the daily lows, which are sitting right here. Yeah. Yeah, 100 pip range down here. I'd rather play with the sells down there. I want to see if we can get a closure back above here, though. Right, the idea here would be over the next 27 minutes, could this 4-hour candle wick back up and leave a lower wick for the next candle? So something looking like this, right? So this 4-hour candle has been driving down since there. So in this last 25 minutes, right, can we get price to now pull back? And those would be the buy positions that we want to be in. And then you might even get a bigger push up, right, with the next candle kind of trying to create that top wick. So that would be the idea and the vision for the buys, is that this current 4-hour candle could end up, this guy right here could end up closing like that guy right there. So it's either going to do that or it's going to push right down into that support. So it's going to pick one direction or the other. So let's see what happens once we tap into support and if we reject off of it. Boom, 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 boom. Yo, what up, Daniel? How you doing? Did I just send you a friend request on Discord? I did not. New meal at buffet, Nikki Chow Ming. Hey, yo. Alright, so we broke the lows now. Let's see if we keep driving or if we're going to pull back here. Yeah, the 1 hour still got no bottom wick either here. The trend line? Yeah. Oh, this one? This trend line? We got a trendy. But isn't it best to break and retest the trend line? Right? If you're going to go against it. Come on, I be knowing. 3 hits. I know all about it, you know. 3 hit. And then the break and retest. I got it. I took the course.
Then what, you would go against the trend on the break of the retest?
Like,
Or
you'd
the
probably
break?
be following this trend right here, right? Oh, let me draw it better. I haven't done the trend line thing in a while. It's probably something like that, right, guys? Is that how you would do it? Yeah?
Looks pretty normal.
And then a little retest of the trend, right?
Right.
All right, so we're at support now. So 4 hour officially filled the wick here. Tap support. Let's see how we do. Daily coming down to the lows here. Let's see what happens. Day 1 forex starter pack. Oh, man. Let's revisit the NASDAQ here as well, because it is 9:30 now.
But
All right, so we're still in the range. See what the 1 hour looks like. Kind of coming back. 30. Rejecting the downside. 15. Yep. Still in the range here. So really haven't done much all morning. You got a very clean range above this zone right here. So let's see where the 4 hours at. Yeah, I still like the buys. Still like the buys here.
yep.
Yeah, see, this is your common 930 candle right here. Break the highs, break the lows. This is a pretty important zone here too, though, because I think this area right here is the 4 hour flipping. Yeah, that's your 4 hour flip there. So we'll see what happens. Don't confuse me. Yeah, don't confuse. Yeah, let me not even confuse myself here. There we go. I mean, I don't like not being in trades, but I really always love to see gold melt.
Absolutely.
If I'm not in it and it's melting, I'm not that upset. When I see gold move up though and I'm not in it, I'm like, damn. That daily low here coming up. Yeah, we just broke it. We just broke the low. $930 volume. Everyone's a buyer, yeah. Now the reason I like to be in the buys is because I know that gold may never come back down, right? But I like watching sells play out because I know that all this push will make for clean range to move back up and stuff. Yeah, let's see what we do here. We got a pretty decent support. Let's see how we do. We have all that clean range now to come back up. So we'll see. We're gonna need probably a pullback. Remember what happened on yesterday's 4 hour candle? Look, we closed here. Was this it? Yeah, this one, and then look at the next one. Shoom, right back up. So can we make that same move today? Who knows? Who knows? You guys remember when we left? So we took the sells yesterday on the 4 hour, drove down, we closed, and then look at that next candle, just popped right back up. All right, so let's pay attention. Let's wait for this closure. You got 6 minutes on the 15, which is going to lead us to the last 15 minutes of the 4 hour. So we can anticipate that pullback, right? Or we can let the 4 hour candle close and then go from there. So we got some options. Let's wait on this closure here in 6 minutes and we'll go from there. Don't worry, it's only 8 minutes. Only 8 more minutes.
Oh.
Rest assured.
Here we
Don't go
go.
anywhere yet. Clubhouse. It's only 8 minutes.
Hey, you got time to hit some push-ups though.
Yeah, I think I'll do that myself. And
Bet.
let's.
I'll do some when you get back.
All right, cool. We are rejecting, which is nice. Perfect. So we'll see. We got 5 minutes. I'll be right back. Let's say good morning to these little rascals here too.
Bet. Yeah, chat, man. That's the best time. That's my favorite time to hit some push-ups. You know, while we're waiting for these candles to close. Anyone else, bro? Anyone else got like a workout while they're trading? Like, who else hits push-ups while we wait for candles to close? And if you do, how many push-ups are we at today, chat? Yo, peace out, Rob Trades. Have a good day, bro. Good job, man. Yeah, Nick's in his push-ups now. What's up, Bone? How you doing, brother? Good to see you, my man. Yes, sir, man. We definitely need to start. Yes, sir. Today's a great day to start, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna start mine here in a few when Nick gets back. Nice, Kuki, you do? Great. Man's counted up. Yes, sir. Yeah, it's a good idea, right, Supreme? Absolutely. Because now we're making money and we're getting shredded. W. I'm at the gym right now. Let's go, Lewis. W, bro. What do you hit, man? Nice, DJ. Do your workout beforehand. Cool. Awesome. Yeah, it's good to do in the morning time, right? Get it done first. It's like, guess you could say, quote unquote, it's like your hardest task for the day, the workout. You get that done first with. Start the day off with a major W. Nice. Yeah. I remember the book 5 a.m. Club talked about that. Get the hardest, whatever your non-negotiables are, whichever one's the hardest, do that one first. 25, let's go, sub him. Oh, okay, Aaron and George were hitting some push-ups in London. Good. That's what we like to see. Push-ups, squats, kettles, swings, awesome. Yeah, those are all great. I feel like if you could do some sort of resistance training, push-ups, pull-ups, weightlifting for strength, some sort of strength training, also do some sort of cardio and core work and clean eating. I mean, it's gonna be hard to be out of shape. Yeah. Nice. Manoj, do full body workouts at home with the dumbbells. Awesome. Yeah, sometimes I'd like to grab some lightweight dumbbells, start cranking out reps, you know, high reps of light weights. I got that from David Goggins. You know, that's where you really get the definition in your muscles and stuff, the tone. Yeah, need a treadmill like Magnus Facts, yo. Yeah, I personally love to go outside and walk, honestly. Like, it's nice to go out and explore the world a bit, get your walk while you're getting a fresh breath of air. After 15-minute close, I do 15. Nice. Good job. Yeah, Aaron, facts, bro. Push-ups are effective, man. They really are, dude. Someone in the chat, test me out today. Do 200 push-ups today and tell me if that's not a workout. Do it within like 30 minutes. Tell me if you don't get a nice pump there. Yo, energy. Yo, I love energy. What's up, energy? You're hilarious. Energy says I do workout snacks throughout the day. So how people snack on food throughout the day? Let's go. I work out throughout the day. Sounds great. Let's go. My man Daniel, every day hitting push-ups. Yes, sir. And eating ground beef, bro. Let's go. Daniel hits push-ups and eats ground beef every day. Yeah, nothing like using your own body weight for real. Yes, so I agree with that. I love both weightlifting and using body weight. Awesome. Let's take a look here at the YouTube chat. Yeah, Clubhouse is cooking per usual. What's good, YouTube? How y'all feeling? One loss equals one bag of chips. Alrighty. What's up, Bad Lord? Nice. Honestly, I would switch it up, man. Maybe one loss equals one steak. Or one loss equals 20 push-ups. Nice, nice. At the gym right now, working out, waiting for closure is great. Yeah, apply it, right? It's a great idea. Yeah, apply that. Nice. Today I'm at 75 push-ups this morning. Let's go. Great job. I do a push-up challenge every month. Today's rep counts 26 push-ups. Great. Nice, nice. Yeah, so it looks like this is where we're gonna get our rejection here off support potentially. So 15-minute candle about to close up here, but we got a 30-minute closure coming up too in 15 minutes. 4-hour candle closure closing up in 15 minutes too. Yeah, once we have this 4-hour candle closure, we'll have some more information, but we do have this 15. Ooh, no top wick on the 15-minute.
All right, looking good. Looking good here. Right back up.
I'm gonna hit my push-ups now.
Do it. 4-hour closure coming. 4-hour closure. Just did 20 push-ups, 50 sit-ups. Let's go. W. Yo, don't be doing here. Damn, the rest of the chat saved the ice cream picture. Oh man, hero of the day. It's over. Energy's got the pick now. Gang. Man, we never really closed above here. I like the pattern itself, but we're remaining below this range. Yeah, I mean, what we could do here, I mean, if you guys want to pull the trigger on the buys, they're not that bad. You still kind of close below this range, but a 30 closure here with a 4-hour candle closing kind of helps out too. So if you're in for the buys, I could probably see maybe this wick fill. I was debating on whether or not I wanted to take these, but I think I'll just wait on the 30 here and wait for a little bit of a higher time frame confirmation. We might get the pullback here, but we should get another one on the new 4-hour candle here. Yeah, if this candle would have closed above, I would have been in here, but it didn't. Yeah, 15 also got very little to no. I don't really mind the look of that candle because that will typically work on an inverted celery, but I just don't really like the fact that we didn't close above. Yeah. Mm. 75 push-ups, very nice. Yeah, everything's starting to set up though. Like, look at the 1 hour. So although we didn't take any sells, I don't think we were supposed to, right? Because you have no bottom wick on that 1 hour candle. So now if you get this 1 hour closure here, very likely we start moving up, right, on the next candle to, number one, make a new 4 hour top wick and possibly even push back up with this daily candle. Just randomly broke the lows there, and all of a sudden now starting to pull right back up. So yeah. Yeah, this one's a little sketchy. I wouldn't really take this, but maybe on this 1 hour closure we get a 1 hour inverted celery. That would be much better. Yes, sir, Gabe. Yes, sir. Yeah, not my trade either, Tamra. I agree. Yeah, the 1 hour closure, though, that will be spectacular. I've been trading okay for a while, but last week took a couple emotional trades during FOMC last week. Just managed to get back in profit for the month following the plan. That's okay. You see, Jerry, you know, what I like how you haven't made a mistake in a while. So it's not like you won't make many mistakes. It's about putting distance in between them. So as a beginner, like, let's say this is like the timeline, right? So a beginner trader, they make mistakes like every day, right? So these are all represent days. They're making mistakes every day, right? And then as you get more advanced, now you make a mistake like once a week, right? And then you make a mistake like once a month, right? And then you can make, you end up making mistakes like twice a year or something, right? So there's nothing wrong with making the mistakes. It's all about now putting distance in between them, right? Because I'll still make mistakes from time to time. The only thing is it only happens once a year, twice a year, so it doesn't really affect me, right? You see how it hasn't really affected you, Jerry, where you're like, I just managed to get back into profit. So that's because the mistake has a lot of distance in between the last one. So keep that in mind. As a trader, there's nothing wrong with making those mistakes, especially early on, but now it's about making them less and less and less, and that's how you're growing. And you guys all know the word that changed everything for me in trading was maturity. Like, maturity was the word that changed everything for me, was being mature at the desk. And that meant learning from my mistakes and not making them again and again and again, repeatedly, over and over. So, I like that. It's a good, thanks for sharing that. And yeah, just get right back on track and go another couple months without making a mistake. Looking solid. I'm just gonna kind of run through a quick bias analysis real quick just to freshen up here. So this daily candle can obviously go either way now, right? We've broken the highs, we've broken the lows, we've kind of gone everywhere. So really today's next move is going to come down to the lower time frames revealing the hand, right? So daily's all over. We know we're still bullish based off of the support that's been formed here. Right here, right? So you have support that's formed. So we know we're still bullish in terms of that. We know we didn't have much of a lower wick on this candle either. If you guys remember, once we came through, when the stream started, we had a very small lower wick. That wick was broken. We broke the lows, and now we're back up here. So the daily candle is all over the place. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. The 4 hour candle is pulling back, pretty much doing exactly what we expected it to do. You got a nice push off of that support level here. We obviously got resistance here, and that's your daily or your 4 hour time frame. So will the next candle, the question is, will the next candle rip down, right, make a wick up and come down to fill that wick and retest support again? Or are we going to want to take the idea, the favor of the daily candle, and this next 4 hour candle starts moving up, right, to start moving the daily back up again? So that's the two ways price can go here, right? So let's go down to the lower time frame. So now we see that the 1 hour candle, the previous one has closed without a bottom wick. So that has done a good job at keeping us out of the sells, right? But if we do get this support formed here, you not only have support formed on the daily, but you now have support formed on the 1 hour here, right? So with the 4 hour pulling back. Same thing with the 30 minute, the 15's obviously on its way. But I think if you can get this 1 hour closure, nice support formed right here at 35, then this is going to make a lot of sense for price to fill this wick up here at 57. So that's pretty much my plan now. Moving forward today, we got 7 minutes left on this candle. 7 left on the 30, 7 left on the 4 hour. So we'll see where we're at. Yeah. Beautiful rejection though outside of that bottom zone that we looked at. I think it was right here. Yeah, it's perfect rejection right out of there. Yeah, we only got 8 minutes. 8 more minutes. Light.
8 more minutes.
So I want to draw everyone's attention to the 1 hour chart now. That's the best chart we're looking at here. So if we want to solely look at the 1 hour to base this next trade, I think that's a really good idea. Did I have any issues with Rise before taking a payout with Top One? I did not, but I already had a Rise account from other payouts and stuff, so I didn't. It's not like I made a new one on this Top One stuff. You may have to, depending on where you live, you probably have to upload some sort of I forgot what they call it. Yeah, you might have to upload some documents for before you get the payout. I know I had to do that. Yes, KYC. Is that what? Yeah, that's right. Sheesh. The 15 really made sense if we closed above. I don't really see anywhere else that we could have played like a better range either for that 15 closure. You know, I was kind of trying to find it, but even if we played that zone right there, we still closed right at it. So yeah, that's not a trade for me. So we'll have to wait on the 1 hour. It was good though. It's good.
Small top wick a little bit.
But I don't mind. I don't really mind those when it's an inverted celery like that. I don't really mind that small top wick. Actually, I prefer it. You know, maybe a little bit bigger than that, but I don't really mind it. So it's just the fact that it never closed below, above, really.
Yeah.
If I'm taking high quality trades but still not profitable, what am I missing? It's probably got something to do with trade management.
Yeah.
So now you got to look into the management of your trades, see where maybe you could be closing partials, going break even, managing risk and drawdown. If you're in the clubhouse, we did there's probably about 3 hours worth of content where we talk all about risk management, trade management. Yeah, anyone new in the clubhouse, congratulations on pulling up and joining the winning squad here. There's going to be a lot of information for you to better your trading. I would take your time with it. I would move slowly. You got the whole trading course in there, and then you have all the webinars. So everything is titled. They all have different different concepts that are explained, but definitely take your time to go through the webinar section and definitely go through the trading course. The course is going to be a little bit more straightforward, quick videos. The webinars are going to be like long form 1 hour, 2 hour talks on specific topics like trade management, higher time frame, lower time frame, correlation, you know, risk management, goal setting, playbook, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah, there's so much fire in those videos. Definitely gotta check it out.
Yeah, these are the webinar sections here in the clubhouse. So you start at the bottom and then you would just work your way up. So these are all about an hour, a little bit over an hour. And so like for I forgot who asked that question, but for you, I would recommend taking the time to watch Trade Management, Risk Management Part 1 and Part 2 here. They're over an hour each. This is extremely in-depth information on what you should be doing or what you could be doing in your positions. Yeah, and this will help out a lot when it comes to taking good trades and, you know, keeping the profits. Because I used to take trades all the time and then just lose them on Friday, lose all the profits. I mean, I guess every trader goes through that for a period of time, but you don't want to keep going through that, right? All right, it's not wrong. Nothing wrong with doing it. It's just about continuing to do it without making any sort of improvements. But these are all the webinars, man. Goal setting, which is probably one of the best webinars we did here, and yeah. So take a look, walk through them, and these are all in the clubhouse. Go through the course, get your questions answered. Break of the current, we'll see what. So once the candle closes, we'll have a better idea of what the entry would be, but this would be the plan. So if we did close strong bullish here, so my plan would basically be to wait for a lower wick, enter maybe on the break of the current candle highs, and the goal for this trade is to fill that wick here, right? So if we could fill that wick, that'd be awesome. I think partials can be taken somewhere around this area here, which is going to be like 33.49 at that point. If we do get, you know, a decent entry, that's going to be roughly about 60 pips. So that's the move, right? That's kind of how the play would look for me. Buys here and target. Yeah, stops kept below the low, and then that would be the trade. Partials right here, full TP up there. So plan the trade, trade the plan. We'll see if we get it. 1 hour dipping back down now. And flipping bearish.
Right. So I'll go. If we have to wait for candles to close, we'll do it.
If you're in the clubhouse, can you be in the Zoom chat? Of course, of course. Got a lot of chatters in the chat. Just the Zoom chat here. Yes, this is Project X. Yep. Yep. Look at that 15-minute right back down.
Yeah, man.
Holy. Wow. So if this 15 closes strong bear, 3, 2, 1. Yikes, that's wild. That's wild.
Damn, 15 no top, no bottom wick.
I know. So, wow, that's interesting. So yeah, I mean, I'm still open for sells. I mean, the 4-hour closed bear now, right? I would obviously expect a top wick and all that, but if you look here, there's that, what was it, 25? Yeah, 33.25. I think that's going to be the best bet to take the sells, right? That's where we rejected last time too. You do have clean range coming down a bit there, so yeah, guess we got to keep waiting. Don't worry, only 8 more minutes, guys. 8 more minutes.
Yeah. Buys above 34 look good now on the 15-minute.
Do. Candle by candle.
8 more minutes for us 8-figure traders.
Following the plan, following the plan. 3 days later. 8 more minutes, guys. 8 more minutes.
1 century later.
1 century later. Discipline key, that's hilarious.
More push-ups. Let's go with the Michael. Yes, sir.
Hey, mindset. That's clubhouse mentality right there.
The clubhouse gets paid to wait, and they also get ripped by waiting too.
Yeah,
so let's get it.
Little shred. I'm on cardio, running on beats. Let's see. I know you trade all sessions. Which session gives you the most W's? I think New York sesh. Let's take a look. Let's take a look, my friend. So sessions. So these are the sessions down here, right? So I think New York probably gives me the best. Yeah. White is London. All right. New York is green. And then Asian is New York probably right here. Yeah. And then Asia sesh yellow. So I don't know. I think New York. We've been very dominant in London, pre-New York and New York. Asian is obviously slower markets, but we do pretty well in Asian. Yeah. Yeah, so New York is obviously the captain. Yes, I would say New York sesh. I get the most trades in New York, and I also get probably the most winners. But London, man, London's right on it. And honestly, Asian looks really good too. Yeah. I mean, the system does pretty well all sessions. my experience, I've got some good experience, especially New York, London now. Basically, I've been trading every session every day all year. And then I would say New York session, I've been trading a New York session every day for about 5 years, every single day, never missing one. Trading this exact system right here. Two months ago, I couldn't even do 2 push-ups properly. Thanks to the clubhouse, I can now do 18. Let's go. W.
Let's go. Beautiful.
What session do I like best? Like early morning? Obviously I like New York the best. You know, it's obviously the session I've traded from the jump. It's also the right time. You know, it's morning time here in the US, 10 o'clock in the morning right now. So I think just because of you know, how it works for my schedule, it's probably the best, and how long I've been trading New York. But I really like trading London too. And I don't mind trading Asian either. You know, Asian's real fun to trade. Sometimes you're going to get really nice trades. Sometimes you're just going to get choppy markets, and you typically know what you got in front of you when you show up, you know, for that session. So yeah, I like them all. I really don't have a favorite. If I was going to give a favorite, it'd be New York sesh, but I do enjoy trading all of them. Good question. 225 on the bench. Let's go. Going for 315. Let's get it, Muggs. Let's get it. It's amazing. What was I doing before this? Just building businesses, e-commerce businesses, also network marketing companies, or one network marketing company, and then a bunch of e-commerce stores. That's what I was doing in my early 20s, and a little mix of other things too. But yeah, that's what I was doing before trading.
Yeah, Carbon, and I was in high school and I did DoorDash and pizza delivery gigs while I was in high school learning how to trade.
So all you young cats out there, let's get it.
Let's get it, boys, girls.
Facts to Michael. Is network marketing a scam? It depends. I mean, if it's legal, then no. If it's not legal, then yeah. I think in most cases, we are the scam. We scam ourselves. You know, all these businesses and business models work if you work them. A lot of times we say we're going to do something and we don't do them. So we scam ourselves, right? What is a scam? A scam is someone making a promise and not fulfilling it. What do you do to yourself all the time? He didn't just say that, did he? I did.
That hurts.
I did. So you got to really look at it sometimes like, yo, who's scamming who? And if you look at most of the times, we scam ourselves. Right? So a lot of times you scam you by just not putting in the work.
Yeah,
The Prather Trader has entered the chat.
What's up, Prather Trader? Hey, Miko, let's go, bro. Welcome back, my man.
Might
Man's
go in
back
the building.
clubhouse. Sir.
All right, we got a little 15 range now. Give it to us here, Goldie.
Yes, sir. The Prather Trader. I know, bro. We're a week away.
The
A
meetup.
week from tomorrow.
Holy. That's right. The meetup. I got to get a haircut, man.
A week from Saturday. Sorry.
Johnny Gems, you going to Razor Ray?
Hell no.
You ain't taking the trip?
Nah. Razor Ray is money though with his cuts, but no, I'm not gonna see him. Best, one of the best barbers out there.
Best barber in the game.
Yeah, man.
Guys, all of you guys that hit me up in the DM and you say, "Hey Nick, do you need any help closing leads?" No, I don't. I don't need any help closing leads, gang. I don't need any of your sales tactics help. I promise you. It's honestly annoying, man. Hey Nick, want me to help you capitalize on no, bro, I'm good. I don't. We're good. So you guys can stop DMing me now. Thank you. Appreciate it. If I ever needed some help like that, I will reach out to you. I have really good sales systems that I have helped this influencer go from... Shut up. Energy. Oh, man. I'm good, man. I'm good. The offers that come through, gang, are absolute. For the last couple years, if you guys seen some of the offers that have come through my desk, man, and some of them are like big money deals. Like I see how a lot of these influencers like can really stack, because I've had so many approaches and so many emails, and but you know what they want to do? Can I be honest? They want to take advantage of you. And I'm like, I'm not doing that. Like, I don't want your stupid deal. They've offered me so much money basically to do just random stupid things that would not even make sense for us to do. And it's just like, man, just get out of here with this. Get on and keep it moving. Keep it moving. Go try the next guy that's craving attention or something like that. I'm good. I'm good where I'm at. We'll be cold calling all the members of Time to Eat Trading. Like, no. Don't even think about that. Oh, man. Can I sell some air? If anyone's looking for air, we've got some good quality over here at Time to Eat Trading. It's only $99 a bottle. I know it doesn't look like anything's in there, but trust me, the quality of air that's in this bottle, absolutely beautiful. It extends your life for 5 years. It's actually air that has come from the African rainforest. It is a mixture of a monkey's fart mixed with an elephant's... No, I'm just kidding. Oh my god. We're now selling it on TikTok. Oh, some of the stuff I see is mind-blowing, man. They are crazy. TK sees them. He sees them coming in. And so funny. Green, you don't want to buy TT oxygen? If you just drink this oxygen before every single trading session, you will be profitable in half the time that it would take. All you gotta do is drink one bottle before every session. Just right down. I'll take two. FDA approved. No, I'm just kidding. The air sounds phenomenal. It really does. I mean, come on, guys. Air, I mean, oxygen, it's the most important thing you put into your body. It's worth spending $99 on a bottle of it. Oh, man. Sold. Jamil, man. Damn. TT bathwater coming to the shelves near you. Charts for stream? All right. Let's do it. I just want to see how persistent you were going to be, Simzy. Let's take a look. Charts for stream. Bam. All right, cool. All right, let me just pull it up here. Hold on one sec. Oh yeah, Wayne, that is pretty interesting. Yeah, that's what I was saying about like the 4-hour candle. Right? The 4-hour candle here, and how, you know, just like yesterday we popped right back up. Can we consider this as a pullback? Yes, especially in a rallying market, you can consider that a little bit of a pullback and then the move up. I took this move yesterday in Asian session. Very similar to it. So I like this closure here, by the way. The 15-minute candle has closed. The 30-minute candle is still open here. So I do like the 15. If we can get a lower wick, potential entries on the break of the highs. If not, you know, we'll wait for the 8 more minutes and wait on the 30. But this one looks good if we can get a lower wick. And we'll pay attention to it over here.
Lower wick holding.
Loading. Yeah, this will be nice too. If we can kind of now come down, create a lower wick here,
right.
And then we should fill that wick.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so let's see if we can get this lower wick. And then potential buy stops. What's the previous low looking like? 60 pips. Boom. All right, cool. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. I'm going to have a buy stop here on gold. Break of the highs here. See if we can push up. That'll be the break of the, or re-break of the 4-hour high, 1-hour high, 30-minute high, and the 15. Stay hard.
Looks good.
How do you take out your bias? What do you mean by that? How do you take out your bias? I'm not sure what you mean. What the question is. All right, let's take a look here. All right, so see this trade taken in London sesh. This trade was during London. 4-hour was bullish. It tapped the target. 15-minute, we had created support. Okay. Smaller size. Stop loss here. Sells activated there. Yeah. So in that, so that's why I really don't like taking those sells off of that original candle like that. So you basically looked at that red candle as a resistance, right? So what you want to do is you don't want to take it off that, because look how, I mean, I get it. We're moving up bullish. So you're trying to call, like, look for the top of it. But guess who else is doing that? Every other retail trader who knows what a red candle means, right? So they see that red candle and they all take sells here. And then price comes up, stops them out, and then drives down. So like what I would do is I would not take the sells where you took them. I would more so, oh, let me get rid of this. What the heck? Yeah, there we go. I wouldn't take the sells where you took them. I would mark it off as a new support level, right? And I would have a bit of a range there or something, and then I would wait for a closure below that range. So in this case, I wouldn't have taken a trade, right? Because we never got the closure. It just kept melting down. But if that candle closed somewhere below there, that's where I would look to enter on the next candle down. Make sense? So it's almost like a little bit of a range too, right? So you don't sell here. You wait for support like this one right there, and then you mark that support off. And then any closures below it, that's where you take your sell. Cool, cool. Sweet. Good job though. Yeah, you gotta make these mistakes in order to learn. All right. Man, this one, I'll be honest, I can't review this, brother. I don't even know what's going on here. Let's take a look at this one. Late night session just before London open, found support. Okay. Does this trade look like a valid setup? Found support. Let's see. Yeah, entry right here. Looks great. Looks great. Good job. All right. Let's see. What's the question here? Was this a valid overextension? Okay, so breakout of the highs, stop loss below the lows. Yeah, that looks pretty good. You know, the thing is, like, with the overextended ones, you have to tie the other time frames in too, right? So you got to say, you know, is the 4 hour break in the highs? Is it bullish? You know, you got to make a little bit of a like a case for why this could still continue running. So yeah, I like this trade here. It's a good trade. All right, SimZ, here we are, my friend. But it looks like we're about to get activated into the. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, guys, this actually looks pretty good. Let's focus on the charts right now. Oh, all right, let's take a look here, SimZ. So what do we got? What do we got? So we got this trade from London today. Okay, so daily bearish, 4 hour bullish, 1 hour bullish, 30 bull, bear. Okay. 4 hour tap target without a bottom wick, 1 hour closed. Okay, within the range, 30 minutes. Okay, good description. Take the inverted celery at the break of the 30-minute lows. The question now is, what are your thoughts on this trade, and is there anything I could have done better? All right, let's take a look. So I believe this is it. 4 hour resistance, 30-minute fade. So same exact thing I recommended to the last question, right? So the fade, it's not quite there. Plus I know the 4 hour still has room, right? It's like there's still more room to go up. So I personally don't like entering sells like this. Again, I'd rather probably see a bit of a bearish closure first, right? And then followed by the bullish closure, and then take the sell, like if we get a breakout there. So this is what you could have done better. So I get it. You see all that range up there, and you know, I take these sometimes too, but the better move would be waiting for a support to form, and now you have all this range to come down for sells and all this range to come down for buys. So you see how you now protect yourself within a range here. So this becomes a no trade range now for you, right? And this just becomes observation. You just observe here instead of entering in there, and then this all now becomes tradable range for you, right? All that above, clean closures, and then all that below, right? Clean closures down. So that's how I would have approached that. I would have waited for this range to kind of break out, and then wherever the breakout pushed to, right? If it was a closure above, then I would take, you know, look to take those buys again. If it was a closure below, then yeah, look to get into the sells at that point, you know, off that closure. Yeah, because look how choppy it got there for you. See how choppy that is? That's very choppy right there. So that's it. That's what I would recommend. Just a little bit, maybe a little bit more patience in that move, and wait for it to really come to you, right? This didn't really fall in your lap. So I think a little bit more patience here lets this trade, you know, fall right into your lap. It makes for a good one. This, I think, might have just been a little bit too aggressive on trying to call the top a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. No, I get it. Even with no bottom wick, I would still probably hang tight there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so two trades where I would say you got a little too aggressive on the trying to call the top type of deal. You know what I mean? So a lot of traders want to call the top. They want to call the bottom. A lot of traders are calling the bottom right here, but they're not waiting for closures. You know, so they're in sells here, they're in buys, and this whole wick stuff gets them all in trouble. Let's take a look at what we got here. 61 pips. Eight minutes left. Coincidentally. 6 minutes. 6 minutes. Yeah, I'm going to delete the buy stop. So I'm going to delete the buy stop. We'll see if we pull back and close, you know, weak bearish. If not, then yeah, it's clean range here. 4 hours bearish here, so that could have been a fake out right there. Closure below should fill that wick.
Yep. That's what I'm looking at too. But we might be gone.
See if we could break the lows first and then leave a wick.
Yeah, leave like a wick to fill.
See this right here, this could be, and this is why we always wait for the bottom or wicks or whatever, because that could be a fake out now, right? And again, the 4 hour now has a top wick, right? So what do we know about the correlation on the higher time frame? If we're going to get a fake out, it's most likely going to be where? Right at that range. That range now creates the 4 hour top wick, and if this candle can close below here in 5 minutes, then that's going to probably set up a nice sell position. And then we should go ahead and fill that wick.
Love it.
Now, whether or not it runs without us or not, that's not in our control. So we can't control that, so no reason to think about that, right? So basically just pretend, just pause everything for 5 minutes and then see what happens in 5 minutes.
Yeah, walk away or something maybe.
Go do some push-ups, eh? Go do some push-ups.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, facts. What's up, Tamara? Yeah, hit the walk, you know? Hit the push-ups, hit the walk. If you can't wait for candles to close. Louis G, my man. How you doing, bro? So, so what's the wave today, chat? You guys got any special plans today?
I gotta get a tattoo appointment today.
Oh, let's go. Nice, bro. You finishing up that one piece?
Yeah, gonna work on some other area. Another area.
Okay, nice, bro.
What about you?
I'm hitting up Burger Loft tonight, and probably gonna maybe go to the pool. Go to the pool at Maddie's or something.
Green, you gonna join Johnny Gems for Burger Loft, or is that against your macros tonight?
Green. I don't know. Can you fit Burger Loft in your macros, bro?
One meal a day, maybe.
Maybe one meal. If it was one meal, yeah.
But Green,
Like I can fit
Green
in my
eats at like
macros, Green, because
my guy eats at like 7 in the morning, and then at like 10 in the morning, and then at like 1 in the afternoon, and then at like 3 in the afternoon. It's like, how do you fit all that in? And you like, what? Where does it go?
yo, Green, Burger Loft easily is gonna fit in my macros, bro, because that's gonna be my first meal of the day. Yeah, no, Green's cutting.
He's caught and he's staying disciplined till Florida. Yeah. All right.
Good, bro. I mean, me too.
Certified turtle markets. Oh, yeah. This week has been, a little choppy. A lot of chop on the daily. We look good on the 4 hour, though, I'll tell you that. Same on the 1. 30s are alright. 15 closures look good, though. TTE meetup. Yeah. Looking good. Creeping.
Yes, sir.
No bottom wick incoming.
If that's the case, I'm gone.
Yeah, if that's the case, we're out of here.
Like Sam would say, I'm gone.
I'm gone. No, the 15-minute support. So I was looking at it. This The thing is the 4 hour, right? The 4 hour looks like it wants to drive down pretty good. The daily already broke the lows. The 1 hour is moving down very nicely to fill that wick. So I'd like to be a part of it. But it looks like price may have some other plans. So if we close with no wick, that'll probably be it for at least another hour or two, right? Before any better moves come about.
Yeah, 'cause, I mean, you still got all day here with this New York session, honestly.
Yeah. Yep. Where is Sam? He's gone. No, I don't know.
Yeah.
I talked to Sam maybe about a month ago. Yeah, we were catching up a little bit. No, he's doing good. As far as I know, he's doing pretty good. Just got other stuff going on. But we always love having Sam here, man.
Sam's the man.
Yeah, this ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work.
Nope. It's kind of like your range now.
Lovely.
That is an overextended breakout, chat, if you didn't know.
Yeah. Yep. So, you know, I guess continue to one candle at a time. I may run out of trading time here today. So I might not be taking another trade today. But, yeah. I would have liked to see that candle close up here. We could have filled that wick, and that was the target. So we also closed, you know, right near the support too. So, yeah. No bueno. No bueno.
Good,
but you know what? We always got Asian session. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And is today the
That's
last
true.
Asian of the week?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, last Asian, last London of the week. Yeah.
Should be good.
No bottom wick tends to mean that there's not much range for the next candles to drive. So usually, like, you'll get a little bit of a hold up. It's not that candles won't continue down. They'll just tend to hold up a little bit, do like pullbacks. I think if you can get a resistance, right? If you can get a pullback and remain below 33.32, then price should still move down here today. But I probably wouldn't take the sell here. I think the best sell would be this little pullback, right? Something like this. And then find resistance here and then sell back down. Oh, Monday. Monday's the 30th. Oh. Thanks, Boards. Appreciate that, man. Let's see. Walking away. Green. Let's go, Louis G. Let's go. Gonna get some much needed sleep. See you later, Sahil. Later. Off to the gym. All right, Mark. Have fun, bro. Have fun. Yeah, if I'm looking at anything, I'll chat about it in the Discord. But yeah, I mean, I would have liked to take these sells here, but we just ran too far on this candle. Yeah, say 70 pip candle. Oh, 90 pip candle. Yeah, so no way. No way. Anyone else has any good questions? Anything you guys want to go over or talk about real quick before we head out? Anything? Clubhouse? YouTube? Good day. Yesterday we had a beautiful trade. If you guys missed yesterday's trade, go back and watch the live stream. I think it was a very educational live stream, plus a beautiful sell that we took towards, I think it was like 9, right? 9:15 yesterday. So go check that trade out. Made a ton of sense. But yeah, I don't think we're going to take one here. Yeah, we had a couple looks, but we've really just been ranging, right? Since 9. So can't really do much with that. Do I use the same risk? Yeah, I risk dollar amount. So I'm open to about a $1,500 loss. So sometimes I'll lower my risk due to the market conditions. Like last night, you know what I mean? Take smaller losses like 500 to 800. But typically I'm good around like 12 to 1,500 in terms of dollar amounts. It just depends on the specific trade that I'm going in on. But that's usually like my max loss. Focusing on one session? Yeah, especially one that fits your schedule really well. Yeah. Peace out, Louis G.
See you, Louis G.
I got... All right, John, what do you say, brother?
Hey, man, I say we go enjoy the day now, bro. Great day of patience and discipline to the plan.
Yeah. NQ looks good if you get a closure above. You know, we've kind of been trucking up a bit now. But the 30 doesn't look bad. You know what I mean? 30 closures above look pretty good. 1 hour closures above look really good here. Deep exhaustion, right? 930 candle ripped down. If we come back up now, 4 hour looks good to break the highs. Daily looks good to keep moving. So yeah, the longs look good. You got a lot of clean range too on the 1 hour chart here. If you look left, a lot of clean range on NQ. Let me show you guys. So from 22580 or whatever it is, or 22578, all the way up to like 22650 is all clean range. Where the heck is it? There it is. So yeah, I would love to take advantage of that range right there. So if you can close back above, it looks pretty good. Cool. But that'll take about 30 minutes. This candle's only that'll take about 30 minutes or 24 minutes here. So just wait on that, and then if you get the closure, it looks good to go.
Sounds
Sweet.
good. Well, thank you, bro.
Yes, sir. Cool. All right, guys. I'll holla at y'all tomorrow for Friday, right? Tomorrow's Friday. Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow for Friday.
Yeah.
We'll wrap up this month and week strong here in TTE fashion. And yeah, I'll see you guys then. Clubhouse, I'll see you guys in Asian sesh. John, I'll see you in Asian.
Yes, sir.
Everyone
Talk
else?
to you later, Nick.
See y'all in NY sesh tomorrow. Yeah, y'all have a
Peace
great
out,
day.
fam.
Yeah. Blessings.
Have a
Blessings,
good day.
everyone.
God bless y'all.
Peace.
Peace.
Have a great day. Later. Squad. OCOE.
A2000 EST.
Peace, G's. Have a great day. Love y'all. Later.
OCOEE. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Hey. I need peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. I need peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. I want my dog. Ay, birds of a feather, we gon' fly together. Ay, we gon' ride forever like it's heavy metal. I ain't Christopher Columbus, I would never settle. I ain't Lewis, I ain't Clark, I would never settle. God told me I'm Olympic, for real. Ay, seek the kingdom while you simping, for real. Why you talking, you should listen, for real. All this jaywalking got me limping, for real. Hey, jaywalking, hey, Jesus walking, hey, Jesus talking. Yo, big faith, yeah, I need a whole lot of that way, where I'm about to go like amigo. Can't see the vision and you can't be me amigos. I call up my girl and then we pull up to the Rego. That's the only time we pay to see you acting way different. Way different, same book, but the page different. The page different. Is it cliche to say I'm lane switching? Well, I'm lane switching. Hold on, let me put my turning signal on, so they see me coming. They still can't see me coming. Only two things that I need is peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. I need peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from up. They like, how he, who he, what is this? Hey, my studio is wherever I sit. Hey, I plug in the microphone and then you hear that click. Click, 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 click. It's a hit. Hey, way it hit them like, whoa, man. Hey, make them do the uh-oh, man. Hey, how you just came up with whoa, man. Flow electric, this is not a slow dance. Not a slow dance. We come together and we pray and hold hands. He give grace, so wherever grace lands. He paid the price, ain't have no escape plan. Yeah, no plan. Yeah, no plan. Actually, his plan was the plan, so he planned it. Hey, set the bar high, he the code, so I scanned it. Hey, we saving souls on the campus. Hey, but this ain't no religion, we ain't following your antics. Hey, thank you, Lord, I sit like a praying mantis. Enemy just trying to see me sink Titanic. Never out, but I'm outlanded. Even when I'm out, soon as I land. Back to the beach, back to the sand. It's back to the... Only two things that I need is peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. I need peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above.
God gave me the keys, so I'm logging in. Had to get off TikTok, watch how I be clocking in. Felt the Holy Spirit on the stage when I was walking in. If you got a problem with me, you gon' have to talk to him. Big facts. This for heaven, not for big stacks. So that Range Rover Deuces, I don't miss that. Had to get up my excuses on a diss track. I be walking where the truth is, ain't no zigzag, no more. Tell him adios. Started from the bottom, now we with the Holy Ghost. Only way to get a prize if you get down low, ayy. Had to make it to the top just to see how hard it dropped. Yeah, oh, yeah. Had to make it to the top just to see how hard it dropped. Top, just to see how hard it dropped. Yeah, whoa, had to make it to the top, just to see how hard it dropped. I never stopped, God brought me to the top. Guess I gotta wait around to see how hard it drop, drop, just kill the beat. It's a whole song about humility. I stay clear where the ceilings see, cause I know that's where many other villains be. Me and my fam try to keep a low profile. Head stay straight, don't worry about a profile. Can't burn out when you keep it on the low, dog. They say no, wait, now they saying oh wow. No more over, tell him adios. Started from the bottom, now we with the Holy Ghost. Only way to get a prize if you get down low, ayy. Had to make it to the top just to see how hard it dropped. Yeah, whoa, yeah. Had to make it to the top. How hard it dropped. Yeah, whoa, had to make it to the top. Just to see how hard it dropped. Yeah, whoa, had to make it to the top. Just to see how hard it dropped. I never stopped, God brought me to the top. Guess I gotta wait around to see how hard it Okay, yeah. Hey, how you start is how you finish. Like 9 to 5, we stand on business. Just to catch up, you gon' need a village. Okay, we got no limits, huh? We got no limits, huh? Yeah, I put on my J's, you already know the dealer. But this ain't a game, this is life, this is a killer. He'll try to trap your soul, I ain't talking Bryson Tiller, but really he's a dog standing next to a gorilla. My ability to go grill a beat is from Elohim. Ain't no competition in my game, it's just me on me. And this composition ain't for fame, it's for G.O.D. Tell the devil go back where you came, cause we walking free. Hop on the stage and I'm ready for war. I'm not the same person I was before. I see revival breaking on the floor. I pray it makes its way out of the door. In Jesus' name we breaking out of Hades. I might be doing this until I'm 80. I leveled up all the way just to say that ain't how you start, it's how you finish. How you feel like 9 to 5, we stand on business. Just to catch up, you gon' need a village. Okay, we got no limits, huh? We got no limits.
I keep my top down. Live on my head cause I can't wear the crown too low. Never gon' bow down. Everybody out there running games so they pass on me. Treat 'em like an op, bow. When I came up, they were whooping but we still on a leash. People gon' talk down. They gon' love cause I still serve the most high. No, I won't stop now. When I throw signs up, it's not what they said, dog. No, that's for H-Town. Roll with a warrant, try not to get caught, but I'm fly. Still put the top down. Love for the father, make kiss for the fans, y'all. Can't switch on y'all now. Only sinners walk with grace. Pack your bags, follow me home. Pray my seeds, turn out winners. Keeping that lead when I'm long gone. All of my fears can't hold me back. Let go of those who did me wrong. All of my fears won't hold me back. What don't kill me made me strong. VD Victory lap. We on attack. Ain't looking back. Rushing outside like I'm sleeping in a bando. Bible on me, I've been feeling like Rambo. Devil trying to hide, he ain't wearing no camo. Killing myself, God took it out the plan though. Still on fire for the Lord, where the fan go? Heard them talking stupid, they cut it just like a Van Gogh. I'm sitting the grad, let me cut the thing real low. I been looking up high when I feel low. And we still outside with the kinfolk. I was scraping both sides to the rim, bro. I was walking through church with the trench coat. Sending my 10% through Venmo. Lord said he'd be back, hit a memo. That's a cross around my neck, not a crystal. There's a Bible on me, not a pistol. You don't even know what I've been through. All these sinners walk with grace. Pack your bags, follow me home. Write my saves, turn out winners. Keeping that lead when I'm long gone. All of my fears can't hold me back. Let go of those who did me wrong. All of my fears won't hold me back. Cause what don't kill me made me strong. Victory lap.